Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around we had Light from the Sun. Takes approximately 8.5 minutes to reach Earth. That may be the deepest cut I have ever done. I don't even fully remember what the reference is. I just hope you guys understand that reference. So, yeah, what even was it? It was like a toy of the solar system. You click on something, and that was the voice. Is Light from the Sun takes approximately 8.5 minutes to reach Earth. And it does that. None of this matters. Anyway, the Wizard King encountered Bossman Frank, and the Bossman Frank was able to capture his guys, recapture, save his guys, and then they made it back. The Wizard King and Asta made it back. People were getting healed. People were vowing to get stronger. And we got a bit of a glimpse of Bossman Frank where he was like, I'm going to save the other two that got left behind. And it's all to get revenge on the Clover Kingdom and build a country of their own, which is interesting. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. I'm assuming we're starting a new arc today. Probably going to get a new OP, but who knows? Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of interesting stuff going on. And, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Black Clover. Here we go. Okay. It took me a second. When he said we're from the same, and it's like, oh, does he mean Noelle? And it's like, no, wait a minute. It's been so long since they talked about it, but yeah, no. He's still got his sights set on Sister Lily. Still got his sights set on Sister... That's kind of hard to say, actually. I'll give him this. He's consistent. And I'm sure many anime fans find it difficult to be consistent with who their waifu is. I admit, I've had many waifus in my time as an anime degenerate. A lot of them can actually be viewed on here on the channel, so... Sister Lily's kind of up there. I don't know, I haven't really thought of it. It's like, not a bad choice. Honestly, for me, with this show in particular, it is Noelle. In the same way that Noelle is best girl for me. I know there's a lot of you out there that say Mimosa is best girl, and I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you. That's perfectly fine. I have just so invested heavily in Noelle that now it's just like, I can't turn back. I can't turn back now, so. But that's fine. That's fine. It's fine, because all of you are going to fight each other in a Hunger Games style battle for Mimosa, and I am going to happily be over here with Noelle. And that's not creepy to say, despite the fact that I am 27 and Noelle is not. But anyhow, that's the whole problem with waifus. That's generally the problem. That's why you go for, like, Free Ren. No problems there. She's like 1,000 years old, or like Hollow. She's a couple hundred years old, I think. You know? But hey, if it makes you feel worse, it's not the worst waifu choice I've ever had. Not the worst waifu choice I've ever had. There was one waifu I had in My Hero Academia who was older. She was an older than me, even right now. She's older. The problem is she's dead. And maybe not even the one you may be thinking of. I mean, just the one who's dead throughout the whole show. She is a flashback character. But goddamn, if those lines they drew on a tablet aren't good looking. Am I going anywhere with this? I don't know. Are we going anywhere with this discussion? I don't know, man. I mean, this was funny. I'm glad to have this episode, because we did kind of just go from the dungeon arc to the Capitol Riot arc very quickly. So it's nice to have a little cool down episode, you know? It's nice to have a cool down episode of them going to a mixer. You know what I like? I like that Luck, we didn't even see what happened. Just like, it just didn't work out. Granted, it's not like he's disappointed or anything. And she didn't look like too angry about it. So they just left, you know. He showed a bit of his powers, but that was about it. But, I mean, who knows? He may not have been rejected. We don't really know. My nose is acting up, and it's driving me crazy. But yeah, we don't even know if Luck actually struck out or not, you know? Who knows? Maybe he has a girlfriend now. That would be really funny, actually. That would be really funny, actually, if he was the only one that actually got a girlfriend from that. Finral, no. He's too much. He's trying too hard. And Asta could have. Asta was really close. But his heart is set on another. But hey, but man, I do like that he just immediately does connect with Rebecca, you know? Like, you know, he tries having the small talk and he's like, no, we don't need to do this. And he's just like, but then immediately he does connect with her, you know? So I like that. That was good. You know, he connects to her with having, you know, a bunch of siblings that you have to share a bed with, you know? So that was good. And then, you know, that, the drunkard coming over and be like, you be a real man. And he just throws him, just chucks him. I like they never really got into trouble. Like, there was never, like, an angry manager like, the kid's causing troubles, you know. It is also funny that Seke was doing, he had his own mixer at the exact same time. That was funny. It's just funny because it's like, again, it's one of those things like, man, I completely forgot he existed, you know? After all this, after everything that happened, it's just like, oh yeah, Seke. And now, not only did he strike out, but he had a very large drunk man thrown on him, so, good grief. And I like to, Noelle going and, you know, keeping an eye on them, particularly Asta, but B, her working as a waitress and not doing any waitressing at all. I just love, like, waitress, can I get another beer? Get it yourself, you damn insect. Like, oh, jeez. Of course, I have to admit, you know, as adorable as Noelle is, there is a part of me that's like, oof. Would you call me an insect some more? Jesus, you know? I don't know. And then even the manager that was there, it's like, why? Like, you asked for a job out of the blue, and now you're breaking stuff, and you're not doing your job, and somebody's just, shut up, insect. Oh, so that was funny. That was funny, and then her thinking like, oh, in the same. It's like, oh, we're from the same what? It's like, oh, so could it be Squad? It could be me. It's like maybe he actually has a crush on me, and it's just like, no, it's Sister Lily. It's just like, oh, good grief, man. But yeah, but man, trying to hook up with a Magic Knight, live the good life. I don't know, like sure, you might get some money. I mean, I don't know how much money the Black Bulls actually make, but sure, maybe, you know, you bring you marry someone with a steady paycheck, sure, you know, someone in the Magic Knights. But at the same time, it's like, at any point, technically, they could just die. I mean, I guess it's like marrying a cop, you know? I don't think anyone marries a cop for money, though. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Rebecca didn't want to do that anyway. You know, she lucked out that Asta was a good guy and was able to connect with her. But she didn't want to be there in the first place, you know? She wasn't there to hook up with a magic knight and get money and stuff. It's just like, no. So, but that was nice. And it's interesting too, because yeah, that was a little while ago, like when we first saw, this was like when we first saw the Wizard King, you know? But we first saw the Wizard King, and it was when they went shopping, and I'm pretty sure it was Finral who struck out with Rebecca specifically. So I like that they brought her back, and it's just like, oh yeah, she's kind of doing this, but she didn't really want to. You know, she wants to just, you know, do what she does and do as best she can for her 5 siblings. So, but hey, at least she found a good friend. At least she found a good friend who can come and play with her siblings at some point, you know? So that's good. But man, that's 3 girls now. 3 girls that have fallen for Asta. How does this happen? At least Charmy, you know, went for Yuno, because it's just like, man, nobody's going for him, and he's like Mr. Anime Pretty Boy. Honestly, you know what? That's the funny thing. This is the only thing that subverts my expectations in this show, is how many girls are actually going for Asta, you know? Like, I've seen other shows where it's just like, no, not really. It's like, I mean, My Hero Academia, it's like, there's Uraraka, and then if anything, like, Midoriya gets more of the guys than the girls, you know? So it's just like, man, a lot of girls going for Asta. You got Noelle, you've got Mimosa, now you've got Rebecca. But not the one he has his heart set on, Sister Lily. Nope. This is not gonna happen. Oh, good grief. But he has his waifu. He has his singular waifu. Not many men can do that. Not many men can do that. I've got plenty of waifus. I got plenty of waifus. Some are better than others. I admit, but there are many. How many waifus do y'all have? Maybe that'll be the question of the day. Because I don't know what the fuck else are we going to talk about in the comments. I don't know. How many waifus do you guys got? What's your favorite all-time waifu? Favorite is hard. Favorite is difficult. I kind of have current favorites, like, you know, favorite of the time, but may change later. My current favorite is Neffy from the hit show An Archdemon's Dilemma: How to Love Your Elf Bride, which was not a hit show. I mean, I think it did pretty well, but that was last year. That wasn't even a year ago that show came out. And yeah, Neffy from that show is kind of my top waifu right now. But I've had other top waifus before. So who knows, maybe I'll get another, but at the moment I can't really see myself doing that. Anyway, if you want to continue this waifu talk, do it down in the comments. If you don't, I don't blame you, because it is kind of weird. But I mean, come on, we're all anime fans here. We all have waifus, so yeah. And by the way, I said this at the end of the reaction, so you guys probably saw it there, but just in case, I will reiterate it here. Next time, I know that episode 29 is a recap episode, so what we're going to do is in the next video, we're going to do 29 and 30 together, and then Tuesday will be episode 31. So next week, you're getting 3 episodes for the price of 1, which, of course, if you're watching this later in the playlist, none of that matters, but whatever. So, yeah. Next video that'll be uploaded, we'll be doing 29 and 30. There probably won't be too much reaction from 29 itself. I'm just going to kind of breeze through it. And then And then, yeah, and then we'll do 30 right then and there. So, but that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Black Clover reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.